I'm just checking in to see if America's great again.
Alright guys, we are back with another one. If you guys are returning to the channel, welcome back. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Mark. I like to dissect, I guess you can say, the woke mind virus. I live in Canada, and I really just don't mind my business at all when it comes to American politics. For those liberals that may stumble across my channel and you question, why don't you just mind your business when it comes to American politics? There's one simple answer for that. The answer is no. Let's get started.
If you haven't already heard about it, listen up. Donald Trump has 7 articles of impeachment against him. Democratic House Representative of Michigan says that Donald Trump is unfit to serve as our president and is a clear and present threat to our Constitution and democracy. Some of those articles of impeachment are obstruction of justice, abuse of power, bribery, and corruption. I think we all can agree that Donald Trump has done so many impeachable offenses since he's been in office. It's about time that our Congress stepped up and did something. He's been making money off of his presidency. He's been ignoring federal courts. He's been doing everything necessary to be impeached. But what did you expect? You got a 34-count felon in office.
Can you think of a better way to piss off 1.4 billion people worldwide than to publish a picture of yourself as the Pope? 1.4 billion Catholics worldwide.
What the actual fuck is happening in this country? We have fucking ICE raids starting tomorrow in Washington, D.C., targeting restaurant workers, people just trying to make a living. And let me be clear, ICE has already detained at least a dozen U.S. citizens. Citizens, let that fucking sink in! While a Guatemalan asylum seeker was separated from her newborn baby right after giving birth. Are you hearing me? This administration is ripping mothers from their children and calling it border security. Fuck that!
You don't gotta like Mexicans, because I do, and I don't play about my amigas y amigos, bitch. I'll swing for them every time.
Y'all do not understand how fucking badly I just want to be wrong, and I just want to be like, yeah, okay, I'm coming in and sign me up for the cults, like, it's fine. But I just can't find a reason.
Usha Didi, what is this behavior? Usha Behan? Control your gharwala Behan? Control your JD. First he stole your kajal, then he ruined your trip to Greenland, and now the Pope? तेरे घरवाले की शक्ल देखने के बाद पोप दुनिया ही छोड़ गया. What the?
He bankrupted casinos. Trump bankrupted casinos. If ever there was a money tree, it would be a casino. Let me explain. Gamblers are addicted to casinos. They're addicted to gambling. Most of us, whenever we see something like a rug dealer, you see, oh, that guy has the stuff that people want. They're addicted to it. And he sells the stuff. Gamblers don't even buy anything from the casino. They just have the hope that they won't just keep giving you the money. They hope they'll win. So they keep going in there and just giving you money. It's a money tree. They're addicted to giving you money. Like, really sit with that. That's what it is, right? And he couldn't keep that afloat. That's a problem. So every time I hear him say he's a good businessman, that's what I'm thinking. Anybody else? Anybody else remember the casino? He bankrupted a casino. Why is he touching the economy at all?
Well, in all honesty, these liberals, they really want to jump around and talk about, well, he bankrupted 6 different companies. Bankrupting businesses, when you are actually in the world of business and you have many businesses, bankruptcies are absolutely normal. Sometimes it's actually much easier and much less costly to just bankrupt the company rather than liquidate the assets. Now, if casinos were a sure hit for money, because I can understand his theory here, what he's talking about. It's like, your customers are people that are addicted to spending and gambling money. How can you actually lose in that type of business? From an outside perspective, it sounds like that completely makes sense. But if that was actually the truth, don't you think everybody would just forget about having a restaurant or a law firm and they would all just open up casinos and there would be nothing but casinos all over our streets if it was actually that easy. There's many casinos that have went out of business in the past, not just Donald Trump's. So to actually criticize Trump and state that he's a terrible businessman because he had a business, or a casino, sorry, that he bankrupted, that's a flawed theory.
And in case you were wondering, PBS, the channel that Trump is getting rid of with the government efficiency, whatever, that is the channel made for poor kids. That was the channel that was created so that poor kids could still have education. It would be easily accessible to them. They could get education. And now he's dismantling the Department of Education and getting rid of it. Like, what is he doing? What is he doing for the poor class that you guys claim that he's doing so much for it? Because I'm not seeing it.
Hey everyone, inflation is over. Yesterday, Trump declared that inflation is over and prices are down. Promises kept, promises delivered. Cost of living is down. Egg prices are down to 87%. Gas is $1.98. Housing prices and interest rates are down. Oh, thank you, Donald. Great job. Only the MAGA mush brain 37% believe this.
And what does the president say? He doesn't know if he needs to uphold the Constitution. He doesn't know if citizens deserve due fucking process. You are the president of the fucking United States. If you don't know if the Constitution applies, you shouldn't be in this damn fucking job. They're going after CBS trying to remove their license and attack on the First Amendment because they don't like the fucking headlines. This is not leadership. This is fascism in real time.
Trump reopening Alcatraz is crazy, as if I didn't grow up watching The Rock over and over and over and over again. Okay, Nicolas Cage prepared me for this exact moment. I'm busting out that bitch low difficulty.
Fight for those without your privilege. This t-shirt is literally the mantra that I live by. Fight for those without your privilege. Like, I just got this and I love this and I'm gonna wear it out in middle of nowhere, Wisconsin today. We'll see how that goes. But honestly, I'm gonna link this one because I feel like everyone should be reminded of this. Fight for those without your privilege. That, like, it's really that fucking simple.
One of my neighbors has a sign in the yard that says, "Half the day you voted for." That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
You know that things are absolutely out of control and cray-cray when me, a true liberal, through and through, as liberal as they come, 4th generation liberal, from what I know, I try so hard to listen to Trump and be like, okay, try to hear something intelligent. Try to just hear something, like, he's got to say something that fucking makes sense. Oh, and then he doesn't, and I'm just like, fuck! I want to be wrong. I would love to be wrong at this point. I would love for Trump to be the greatest thing that fucking ever happened to America, but it's just not. Turns out I've been right. I've been right the whole fucking time.
So shortly before Trump's second term began, the liberals started taking shots at Trump's mental acuity, taking shots at, how intelligent he actually is. A lot of them say he can't read. A lot of them say he's terrible at business because, 6 of his businesses went under. But the funny situation is with that, he still is a billionaire. So how does it make sense he's a bad businessman, yet he's got tons of money? I'm sure liberals have come up with excuse after excuse for that, though. How many dishonest ways Trump earned that money. But we got to keep in mind through all of this, no matter how many times they take shots at Trump, and let's admit it, there is times when Trump is like on the news or whatnot, and there's just certain things that he does say was like, that could have looked a little bit better. But by the end of it, he ends up recovering. These guys were backing up Joe Biden. Joe Biden was going through a mental decline for 4 years. Look at the Joe Biden of 2019, and then look at the Joe Biden of 2024. Completely different person. He was like a big man-child with his ice cream on the beach. Keep in mind, as Trump says himself, he can find his way off a stage. He can climb up the stairs to Air Force One by the actual entrance that he's supposed to use for the plane, not the little kiddie one that's in the back. And he doesn't trip up the stairs. He doesn't trip down the stairs. He doesn't forget what he's talking about. So that's one thing we got to keep in mind. Anytime that Trump may say something on air that may not look great, These people stood by Joe Biden and truly believe that he was mentally fit, sharp as a tack, and that he should be on Mount Rushmore.
Oh my goodness, you poor butthurt maggots. Trump doesn't own the Supreme Court like that now, does he? They had to vote against him because we have this thing called a constitution where people are given rights. And you guys don't like that because you're the only ones who want rights. You want rights to be taken from everybody else except you privileged little white motherfucking Christians, right? Sucks to be you. I'm glad the Supreme Court is growing a pair. Now let's just hope they keep it up. This has been your old Uncle Al. Let's stay in touch.
I will not follow a single fucking creator, whether you have 2 followers or 1 million, unless you have made it very fucking clear where you politically stand, where your morals lie, where your humanity begins and ends. I will not contribute a second, a dollar, a cent.
Of this while we're spiraling toward a recession because of bullshit fucking tariffs that make zero economic sense and that will hit the most vulnerable the hardest. This is not just politics. This is a 5-alarm fire for democracy, humanity, and basic goddamn decency. 14 Trump's birthday, we're not lighting candles, we're lighting the fucking streets. We rise, we march, we fight back, because if not now, when?
Nah, this whole nation just watched as he, unalived Big Bird and is now walking around with the head going, but what about Newsom? No, we saw what happened. There's not going to be lying out of this one.
I've been in the woods for like 5 hours shooting a elopement, and I've needed to poop the entire time. They just finished the wedding, and I finally found some leaves that won't hurt my butt. Wish me luck.
If I get shot, if I get murdered by an undocumented immigrant, please tell my children I did not care that they were undocumented.
Without DEI policies, the best employees won't be hired. Because if this country was really a meritocracy, black women would be running everything. Because if you look at this country, the most educated people are black women. The most intelligent people are black women. The hardest working people in this country are black women. Black women have been discriminated against. They have been taken advantage of because of their work. It's been taken credit of. We see movies like Hidden Figures. Black women are the most intelligent, hardworking, professional, and demure people that we have in this country. And so if we were really a meritocracy, our country would be run by black women because they are the most competent and the most worthy of merit in this country.
Okay, once again, touchy subject, but I actually have some experience in this field and I actually know something about this. So he's talking about black women being the most intelligent, the most demure, and all the rest of it. I mean, again, I don't see skin color. I really do see just people as people. And that's how we should all be looking at these things. But have you ever seen a black woman lose her cool? You ever seen a black woman lose her temper? Some of them can actually hold it together very cool, and they give you those deadly eyes, but some of them just go completely off the rails. Now, no disrespect to black women or black men. I don't know why black men aren't being thrown in there. Like, this guy's just saying black women only. What's wrong with black men? How come they're not up there? This, again, you white people on the liberal side really just need to put a zip on it. You're making everybody on the white side of the playing field look absolutely dumb. Then you'll state that we're racist because we don't agree with you. It does not come down to a race that makes you more intelligent. I will strongly disagree with you that black women are the most intelligent women or the most intelligent people in America. It has nothing to do with race or culture. It has to do with yourself. What about people that are of Asian culture? Have you seen their grades in school? DEI. Again, that's very conflicted. The way that he started off his conversation there, stating that DEI pretty much will shut out the most intelligent people in the United States. So once again, this is no disrespect at all to the Black community. This is not how I mean this. I'm talking to the white community here. It's time to stop the ass kissing of Black people. You guys look pathetic at this point. All right, guys, that's it for this video. As usual, I do got one more clip for you guys. You're probably going to recognize her. I use her at the end of a video, the same thing as an outro clip a few videos ago. Just look at her eyes. You'll recognize her. If you guys are new to the channel and you're not subscribed as of yet, please consider doing so. If not, if you can like the video, share the video, comment on the video, or interact with it in any way to help me out with that YouTube algorithm, it'll be greatly appreciated. And until then, I shall see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys.
Happy Easter! Jesus was a refugee. Jesus Christ spent the first years of his life on earth as a refugee, hiding out in another country, seeking asylum from the governmental powers that were trying to kill him. Happy Easter! Jesus was homeless for the entirety of his ministry on earth. The only reason that he was able to survive and live were the women who were wealthy enough to support him financially and followed him because he was homeless. Happy Easter! Jesus fed the 5,000 for free. He healed the people who needed to be healed for free. He taught and preached and educated the uneducated about God for free. Happy Easter! Jesus uplifted his female disciples and followers as equal to his male disciples and followers, and he welcomed in every manner of social outcast, other, and minority as not only followers, but as friends. Happy Easter! Jesus was killed by the church, not by some anti-God governmental conglomeration. The church. The pastors and the deacons and the elders of his day, the holiest men who everyone respected as the authority on religion, who everyone knew were the closest to God, killed Jesus. Why? Because his gospel of love and inclusion was too radical to them, and it threatened what they understood church to be. Happy Easter. If Jesus was here on earth today, I kind of wonder how he would be treated now. I don't wonder too intensely, though. I do have a guess. Happy Easter.